Kurt has the Potter out of the shed because he's going on a solo mission today. He got it out so easy, he's still wearing his pajamas. I'm not going with him though. I gotta go take some family pictures with my cousin. So hopefully he'll be safe and get some good video, even though I'm not there to capture any of it. Kurt made it to the lake about an hour ago, I would say. I'm done taking my family pictures. They turned out really cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and take one of the kayaks to the lake. I'm gonna go on my own little water mission, see if I can spot them out there sailing. Ooh, I haven't taken the kayaks out in a while. Probably been like a year. Got it in the van. It's all kinds of buggy and could be mice in there for all I know. Alright, I'm setting out. Tried to get Blake to come with me, but he's a tired teenage boy. And it's only 9:30, so it's still pretty early for him. Well, I'm here and I found him. I wonder what he's doing. Is he done with the boat already? If he is done, it's a good thing I got here now, so I don't put my kayak in and have him immediately leave. I'm gonna go see what he's doing. Maybe he's just now going out, actually. That's pretty cool. Alright, so the story is he just now got it in. So it took him about an hour to get everything up and rigged. So I got here just in time. Unfortunately, I thought my life jacket was in the boat too. And Kurt says only his life jacket is in here. So I guess I'll go kayaking without a life jacket. It's really calm out, and see if the park rangers give me a ticket or anything. So this lake is about 20 minutes away from our house. It's a pretty small little lake. It doesn't even allow gas motors on it, but Kurt's sailing, so that's really all that matters, and that's all he ever wanted to do. It's nice and calm out here. Kurt's definitely getting a nice time just to do the lines, get used to the motor, trawling motor. The lake is pretty small, like I was saying earlier. To the north, I guess, it ends right there. It is about 4 feet deep in that direction. We are next to a military base. I'm not going to say which one, but right next to it. So that is actually the house of a government official. And over here is the south side of the lake, and it has a spillway. This is a man-made lake made by the Corps of Engineers from the Army military base that we are in right now. So I probably won't get any drone shots because I don't think this is a permitted fly zone. So this is as good as I can get of the lake and of the sailboat, which is pretty good, I think. It looks really nice out. The leaves haven't started changing colors yet. So, I mean, they started, but they're not in like prime color. At the part where the spillway is, it's about 20, maybe 25 feet deep. So Kurt's definitely trying to stay in that half of the lake. He only needs, 3 feet to have the rudder and the centerboard down. But he's staying in the deeper end just so he can kind of do some maneuvers and everything. It is a beautiful day out. Obviously not too much wind, but there are some little ripples, and the sails are staying full, so that's good. I'm gonna go get closer, see if I can get some nice shots up close. Yeah, my paddle out here. was uneventful because of how nice it is weather-wise. Really easy to paddle right out. There's a lot of other kayakers and some small fishing boats out here. It does have really good fishing in Memorial Lake, like trout and stuff. One of Kurt and I's first date, he used to have a little bass fishing boat, and it was here on Memorial Lake, and I was trawling, and he thought that we got caught on grass, and I actually caught like this really awesome trout. Or maybe it was bass, I can't quite remember, but he was like, "That's unbelievable, I can't believe you caught a fish, you didn't even do it on purpose." So that was a pretty fun date. It was a nice date. I like outdoorsy dates, and he had a boat and we went fishing, so that was really cool. And now we're here. I got a little bit closer. I'm gonna go get real close. There was a slight breeze that kind of picked up. I was rowing into it. So Kurt's moving along. Lots of people going for walks. It's beautiful weather. I'm gonna kiss your boat. Oh my gosh. You don't want me to run into your boat? No problem. I'll just backpedal here. You having fun?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, this is beautiful out.
Yeah.
You got your one sheet kind of wrapped around the thing there, down at the bottom of the tackle of the shackle thing.
Sheets wrapped around?
Yeah, the blue sheet. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I need to get some of those white things.
Yeah, little guide things.
So it's 14, 15 feet out the middle here.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, you do have to get pretty much out to the middle until it's like enough to put the center board down.
Yeah.
How's my rudder look? All the way down.
Yeah, it looks good. Let me get closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at those telltales. It is the slightest of breeze and the boat starts moving. That's pretty cool.
And guess what?
What?
I got no water.
In the cockpit?
Yeah.
Do you have the plug in?
Yeah.
That's good. I wasn't sure if it was just because I wasn't in there with you.
No, that's pretty good.
Nice.
I should be on this side to induce a heel. Apparently that gives you a little bit more power.
Yeah? Look at you leaving me.
Sailing away.
Sailing away.
I'm gonna try to go dead down.
Dead down? Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm literally just sitting still in the kayak, so I know he's getting some wind. Don't mind those bombing sounds you might be hearing. It's just the military base doing some drills and practices. Kurt's trying to go wing on wing so he can go dead down wind with the little breeze that he's got. He's going. He said it's only about 14 feet deep out here in the middle. So I'm gonna paddle and try to catch up with him. Shouldn't be too difficult. I think he's probably only going 1 knot, so let's see how long it takes me to catch up to him paddling. Paddle power! Huh? Yeah, very pleasant, I bet. You look very relaxed. 11 and a half. Yeah, getting towards the shallow side.
Yeah. It's great though. It's just like far enough so if you want to turn and do something different.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be able to do it one round someday.
I can do it on my own.
Yeah.
When there's almost no wind and it's not too scary. No wind. There's a little wind. Tailtails are flying. This is why Kurt wanted such a little boat, just so we can be close to home. 20 minutes away, put in this little lake, and he could sail on a Tuesday if he wanted to, because everybody knows Tuesday is the best weather day for sailing when everybody's at work. At least that's been our experience. The weekend it's all raining and, not good sailing weather. Even though today is pretty nice, not too windy. So just take your time, cruise on the littlest lake closest to your house. Not much effort to get here. So this little sailboat was worth it for all that. Look at that pretty little boat. Do a little picture-in-picture here. I'm just hanging out. Kurt's practicing being hove 2, so he's not moving. And I'm not really moving either, because I'm not paddling and there's no wind to push me around. But it is really nice out here today. I wish Blake would have came with me. He would have liked doing this. He likes kayaking, but sleep is more important. Kurt kind of just spun in a circle and just did to see if he catches any wind and starts heading my way. He's catching a little bit.
Well, they do a better job tying down the head sail in the front.
Yeah.
I think it should go further, almost to the very edge there.
Yeah. What's it on right now? What I mean, what's it tied to? The smallest one? I've come for some assistance. I'm gonna unbuckle it from here. Oh, that's tight. And buckle it to this bigger loop here. So then the head sail will be most forward. And then Kurt should be able to pull it tighter Maybe the line needs to be shorter.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I see. Sails are still nice and crispy. You having a nice day?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come aboard, okay?
All right.
I'm just joking, I'm not really. Tip both of our boats over. Are you coming in for some lunch? It's all right. That's what you got the rub rail for.
It's fine.
Yeah, you didn't hit anything. Don't you fall in there, buddy.
Sure is easy to manage.
Yeah, you sidled right up to it there. You want this one as well?
Yeah.
It's definitely not the cleanest lake we've been to. It's got a bunch of algae in it. Like layers of it. It's really interesting. Well, there's no trash, so that's good.
Should be fine.
So this is Kurt's setup for his chart plotter. He got an old Garmin from eBay.
Yep.
So it's got like a, I don't know, $600 chart plotter for like $200 because he bought it used. So good deal on that. And then he modified the battery box to where it would hold the Garmin on there. And then no more water in the cockpit because we did get a boat plug. So that's nicely plugged up now. So we only have to remove it if we start taking on water, which in seas like this won't be very likely. But the transducer for the chart plotter is actually on the bottom of the trolling motor. Kurt has it like zip tied onto there. So all of this is kind of temporary. Not temporary, but removable, I guess. So if he switches out the trolling motor for the gas motor, he'd have to do a different setup. But for right now, this is what it looks like. And the Garmin was working really well. It was reading the depths and the speed. And was there a map?
Not here, no.
Did you just save that giant bee thing?
Yeah, there's one riding another. Now I let go. He was like, I'm riding you to safety.
Oh my god. That's very interesting. I'm sure they appreciated that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Any
My keys are in that little box.
keys are in the little box. In here?
Box right in there.
The cardboard box?
Yep.
Put your keys in a cardboard box on a boat.
Channels. Flaking these sails.
Flaking These Sails is going to be the name of Kurt's YouTube channel. He's joking. He'll never start his own YouTube channel. He barely likes being featured in mine. But as I say that, I would like to point out one thing. While I'm editing this, Kurt brought me a macchiato that he made and lotus cookies and a muffin. So even though he may not like to be the star of my videos, he definitely is a huge contributor. But he allows it, so that's good, I guess. The clouds are really looking pretty out there. Little striated ones, I guess they're called. But yeah. So since it was nice and calm, Kurt actually got to, there's a knot in our rudder pulley thing. So last weekend when we were at the other lake, it wouldn't go the whole way down. So he was able to undo that. So now it does go the whole way down, which is good. And then the Newport trolling motor is still working out really great. And yeah, I'm not sure if you noticed in some of my earlier videos from today, but Kurt left the topping lift on. So after we get some food, he's probably going to take it back out and take the topping lift off and try to see how well that tightens up the sails. But there's really no wind. I mean, there's very little wind, so it doesn't really matter too much about being able to adjust the sail real tight. But what a beautiful day. I'm going to see if he'll let me go out on the boat with him instead of traveling along in the kayak. Well, I guess we're not going to go back out after lunch. I was going to go get food and bring it to him so he didn't have to take the boat out of the water. But he's getting the trailer, so I guess we're leaving. Maybe he's going to put it on the trailer and then we'll just come back after lunch and he'll put it back in the water. I don't know what his plans are. It's a small enough boat, it actually makes it pretty easy to take it in and out of the water, so that's a nice feature. Looks like Kurt is done for the day, so we're going to load up the boat, nice and easy, and go get some lunch. Maybe we'll come back later. Maybe we won't. It's close enough to home, it doesn't really matter. And in, I don't know, 3 minutes, the boat is out of the water. Happened super quick. Kurt did it all by himself, which is exactly why he got this boat. Real easy. No pulled muscles. Super light. If we were doing this with the MacGregor, it would have taken all of our strength. A lot of stress. So smaller boats are definitely less stress. Ooh. I think we're taking on water somewhere. That's a little concerning.
Not that much.
It's not that much. I guess that's true.
Last time, since we drove it home, I haven't had an angle since we
Yeah,
pulled it out of the water.
that's true. Alright, well, it's definitely at an angle and drained now. Yeah. So if we put it back in the shed and then put it in water next time and it has that same amount of water, we'll know something's off. Right. I'm not sure where water could be coming in at though. The hole's in really good shape, so kind of doesn't make any sense unless the drain plug isn't sealed very well.
That could be.
Or maybe it's coming in the centerboard shaft somewhere. I don't know. Any of you people own potters? Where do you normally have water coming in at? If it's not rainwater. Kurt has the keel up, but he's going to lower it for trailering. But it's kind of crazy because you can see a little divot there in the wood. Right where the centerboard goes. How about a time lapse watching Kurt put down the mast from the roof deck of the van? Sounds like a good time to me. So that seems to be the thing that always happens to us, is somebody comes over and starts talking to us about the boat. And then that usually turns into a full-on conversation about many, many other things, and then it takes a lot longer to secure the boat and put the mast down and everything. But Kirk could probably do it all in about 15 minutes, I would say, if we didn't have guests come and talk to us. But this is a really nice day, so while Kurt did that, I just hung out on the roof deck and listened to the stories from the Korean War veteran. So it was really cool getting to talk with him, even though he slowed us down. And now I'm really hungry for lunch. So we are almost out of here, on our way, get some food and then go home. After lunch, we decided to go for a little stroll. Kurt is just parking the Potter. 11 years ago, on this exact day, we were here with some very different people. Our kids, 11 years littler, back when they were fun. They would run across the spillway. Veda was so pleased with herself for finding a little baby acorn. And now they're teenagers. Veda's 18 and Blake's 14, and they don't want to hang out with us anymore. So the time goes by so fast. But that was actually the last day that we were here too at Memorial Lake because, you know, kids are little, these trails are easy, scenery's nice. So we haven't been here in 11 years. And it actually was exactly on today's date, 11 years ago, October 18th. So that's pretty ironic, I think. But we're gonna walk over the spillway right now. They call it a dam. I call it a spillway. You can't fish from here. But it's a nice trail on a beautiful 62-degree fall day. Yeah, so this morning we came out from that little cove right there by the kayaks, and Kurt was sailing the boat right in the middle of the lake.
That's too bad you couldn't get a video of that from here.
I know. You should just put it back in real quick.
There's no wind.
That's fine. Yeah, there's definitely less wind than there was earlier this morning, and that was still pretty light wind. Now we're just enjoying our walk, which is a bonus of being able to put the boat in the water so close to home. You really get to do a lot of stuff in a single day because you don't spend so much time driving. There's a spillway, still has some water coming out of it, filling the little creek. Yeah, it's a little low.
Beautiful, beautiful day here.
Yeah,
How clear it is.
it's super clear.
Can't see for a good few miles.
It's awesome. We're making our way to the boathouse to winterize the MacGregor, and luckily this place is open. So I get one more honey vanilla chai tea for the season, which I'm excited about. Blake, are you excited? I didn't think so. We made it to the boathouse around 1:30. Blake's gonna go around and unlock things for me. We kind of left it packed up for the winter when we left last time, but while Blake is unlocking things, I'm gonna go ahead and eat my lunch. Got Joe's Turkey Club, which is delicious. I had a hankering for it since I didn't get any last weekend.
And you didn't get any McDonald's?
And I didn't get any McDonald's. Blake had McDonald's for lunch, which is why I'm the only one eating right now. But we also had to stop at West Marine on the way down here to get some motor flushers. We had a pair, but we don't know where they went. Somewhere here. We looked for them all last time so we could flush the engine, but we couldn't find them. So that's part of what I'm doing down here now. I'm going to flush the engine, maybe power wash the bottom of the boat because we didn't do that last time, clean out the toilet on the boat, and kind of get the sails a little bit more put away, I guess. Because last time we just kind of left them in a big heap on the boat there. So I want to power wash, but we will have to get all of the stuff out of the way so I can work around it. So the golf cart, the motorbike, and the dinghy trailer has to be moved so I can get around to the side of the boat with the power washer. They are turning the water off here November 3rd, and we have a lot of plans for the end of the month. So this is probably my last day that would have worked out to come and take care of the boat. So Blake came with me. He's gonna help me.
I didn't have a choice.
He didn't have a choice. I forced him to, but he's gonna help me regardless. And Kurt stayed back home to work on some things for the potter. So it's just Blake and I winterizing the MacGregor. Blake moved the golf cart for me and opened up the fence, and he can confirm that the wheel lock definitely works and
No, it doesn't, because I still was able to move it.
and keeps you from riding off with our golf cart.
I could have definitely rode off with it, thinking there was something a little wrong.
But anyway, so we got to move this stuff away from the boat before we can pressure wash it. But for right now, we are gonna go check on the water, just see how the dock is. It's pretty windy out, so that'll be exciting. We made it to the T-dock, and it is high tide right now, 2:09. So just gonna do a quick little look around here. Nothing to check on out in the water because our boat's not there, but our mooring ball is still there, so that's good. It's really windy. It's nice and sunny here though. Back home it was supposed to be gray and gloomy and rain. And it is really hot. It's like 74 right now.
75.
75. So I think I'm gonna take the sweatshirt off and go winterize the boat. So let's get to work. Alright, just to get some more room on the boat, we are going to take the mast, not the mast, take the boom with the mainsail off of the boat. Blake's gonna help me, and then we're going to put it over there on those hooks and store it there for the winter. And then come springtime we will undo the whole sail and really wipe it down good because it was filthy when we took it down for the season. So, but for right now we're just gonna store it over there so we have more room to work and walk around on the boat. Sound good? You have any questions?
No.
Don't hit your head, okay?
It's funnel cake hornets right here.
Oh, there's hornets?
Yeah.
That's alright.
It's a nest.
Just don't hit them either. Yee! There's one. Ah!
It's gonna
Alright.
sting me.
Alright, so we're gonna quickly do this so hopefully Blake doesn't get stung by any hornets. Ugh, there's bugs everywhere. Alright. So that was a success. Blake didn't get stung by anything. And we got the boom and the mainsail over onto the hooks. We are leaving the head sail and the mast on just because we don't feel like dealing with it. But yeah, in the springtime, we'll get that cleaned up. For right now, it's just staying there for the winter. So now I'm going inside the boat to see if I left a nice summer shirt in there to wear, because I am really hot. All right, let's open the boat and see what all's in there, animal-wise.
3 raccoons, 4 snakes.
So far, nothing is jumping out at me. All right, and we kind of left the boat in a mess when we took it out of the water, but it's really not that bad.
I keep banging my arms and things.
Well, keep them close to your body. So I'm hoping there's a shirt in there. Kurt wanted me to pick up 3 things for him. In his blue bag, there is a little mini battery that he wants me to bring home. He wants me to bring home, oh, it's right there, perfect, I found it.
I wouldn't even have found it.
He wants me to bring home the big battery, the 1000-watt battery right there, and then he wants me to bring home a book. I'm not sure which book it is. I'll have to probably dig for it, but I don't think it's this one because this is a map book. So maybe Blake will find the book he's looking for too. That'd be helpful.
I'm gonna unplug all this stuff?
Yes. Yeah, so once we get all the stuff out of the boat that we want to take back home, I will work on flushing the motor. Blake found the book, Sailing, the Basics. Kurt wants to read up on it over the winter. And I found a tank top. It's super wrinkly, but I don't care. At least now I'm not all hot and sweaty. Okay, we are locking this all back up and gonna run the motor, flush it out. Blake is turning on the battery to 1. That is where our starter battery is. And I'm going to uncover the helm. Or maybe Blake will do that. Blake, uncover that helm.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get the keys. Make sure I have the emergency thing on so I can actually start it. And hopefully I don't have to reconnect any of the gas lines. I'm not sure if we undid those or not. Ooh, I might actually bring that small gas tank back too.
Which one? This one?
No, this one right here. So then we could use it for the potter if we wanted to hook up the engine, the gas engine, and take it out. It'd fit really well for a long distance. All right, the key's already in place. The emergency thing is engaged. Blake, is the fuel line attached to the motor? Look under your foot there. It looks like it is attached, so go ahead and squeeze that bulb to prime it. You can step on it too until you feel some, so it gets firm. Hopefully we have enough gas in that. I'm sure we do.
Squeeze it, I can't squeeze it anymore?
Yeah. And then we're not going to turn on the motor just yet because I have to get the water all hooked up to it. So I'm going to go do that while Blake's priming the gas. Lots of steps.
Here you go.
Thank you. So Blake is getting the motor muffs for me. Here's a good video of our prop that got damaged on our last trip. It really got chewed up good. So we have to replace that. Any recommendations on the best prop to get for MacGregor? Alright, Blake and I have switched spots. He got the bulb nicely primed for me. It's got a lot of fuel in it. He's going to go and turn the water on when I say so, and I'm going to try to get the engine started. If you saw the last video where I started the engine, you may know I'm not very good at it. So hopefully this just turns right on and water's flowing and it flushes out the motor. Right, but we got it turned on. Maybe there's too much water coming out of those muffs. I'm not going into the engine. Alright, so flushed it. These muffs suck. I should have got the round ones instead of the rectangular ones. I couldn't get a video flushing it because I had to use both my hands to press this onto the water intake down there so that water would actually come out of the port. So I flushed it for about 5 minutes and then let it run dry just until water wasn't coming out of here anymore. So now it doesn't have any more water in it and it's been flushed. So I think that is all the right stuff to do. Tried calling Kurt, but he didn't answer. What do you think, Blake?
I feel like that shouldn't be on Do Not Disturb all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Pick up the phone more often.
Right? I got questions for him. He never answers. Anyway, I think I did everything right. Hopefully I didn't damage the motor. So we'll see next year when we go to put it in the water if I broke anything or not. But
It'll never run again.
It should run just fine. Covered the companionway, locked that all up good, and then getting the net over the holes so no spiders or anything come in during the winter time. He's grabbing that fuel tank for me. Thank you. And then he's going to cover the pedestal back up, just like how it was, nice and good. And then I'm going to get to pressure washing everything. Where'd the pedestal cover go? There it is.
Grill cover?
Yeah, the grill cover. Grill covers are great for all kinds of stuff. And then just make sure that's like tied down at the bottom so it doesn't blow off, and set the gas tank on it, I guess. Blake just killed a giant mosquito on his arm.
What you said the first time.
Got blood all over it. Yeah, mosquitoes are really bad at our spot. I don't know why. We have to use those Therma
Mosquito repellent thingy-mabobbers.
Yeah, I'll think of the name in a second here. But anyway, that's the end of that. So we did all we wanted to do with the boat. I will have a really big spring cleaning day in the springtime, wiping the boat down, getting it really clean again before we put it in the water. But for this year, that is the end of our boating season with the MacGregor. Got the engine all packed away and all the campsite is packed away too and winterized. Best part about today, aside from spending time with Blake, is that I found my sweatshirt that I had been looking for like the last 3 weeks, because I couldn't find it in the boat, I couldn't find it in the van, I couldn't find it in the camper, couldn't find it anywhere. Guess where I found it at? I was even blaming Kurt. I was all like, "You were the last one that had it," because in some of our videos it'd be like, "See, you're wearing it right there," but it was in our deck tent. It was just sitting right there on the couch. It's like, my sweatshirt, I found it. So, highlight of the day. Now we are headed back home. I gotta get gas, I gotta put air on my tires. But we had a fun day, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he left his bedroom, so he should be having fun.
Hey.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.